YouTube. Sorry if I look like shit. It's quarantine season and I'm not gonna bother shaving. I want to grow my ZZ Top beard. It is quarantine season. This video is long overdue. And I thought I'd make a video about it since there's nothing much else to do other than neglect uni work, which this is a part of it. So this here is my Hammond L100 organ. I think it's from 61, somewhere between 1961 and 1964. It's only had one previous owner, and it works pretty well. I think it might need some lubricating, but other than that, it works very well. I've had it for like 6 months now. But yeah, I thought I'd do a video showing you how to get a poor man's B3 sound without a Leslie speaker. So at first glance, the organ is very similar to a B3, and then you begin to notice subtle differences. This is supposed to be like a baby B3. It's got less keys. It doesn't have the preset keys that you usually see on a B3, and it has way less drawbars, but it still has some nice features. It also has an octave of bass pedals and a volume pedal, as they should. So at the moment, the organ's got, well, it's got 2 speakers built into it. You can just see them there. And the way to achieve the B3 sound is to mic it up. I use a trusty 57 there. And yeah, we'll go into the sounds in a second. Let me get set up on a Logic project here. So at the moment, the organ, I'll show you first how the organ sounds stock. And by stock I mean with nothing on it. So, here's, alright, I'm going to show you now how it sounds just stock. Let's, I don't really know my drawbar settings, I'm not a keyboard player, but this is the only song I know. So here's the only song I know, all drawbars out, no other settings. Cool. So it has some various presets on it. So these 2 switches here control the lower manual, and it only has the lower drawbars which you can set and ensemble mode. With all drawbars out, of course, it's a lot louder. And then above we have a few more settings. We got trumpet, clarinet, and full organ. So I don't really look into it. I just saw this at an insane price on Facebook Marketplace and just thought, I'll take it. But when I wanted to sound like this, I kind of ended up with this because I didn't know what I was doing. So yeah, it took a bit of fiddling around with to get a sound, but after looking into how drawbars work and what the settings are, I tend to stick with all the white ones out, the brown ones in a little bit, and the black ones in further, and then... So that's what you get. And then it has various effects. We got percussion on 2nd harmonic, on 3rd as well, you can blend them. They don't really make too much difference to me. And the percussion decay, so just a bit softer. We got vibrato settings as well, but not the kind that you get on a guitar amp, but it sounds like this. That's normal, and then you got small, a little less in your face, and then chorus as well, which I like to keep on. And then reverb, which I don't use. And then a volume soft control as well, so let me just... So now let's talk about how we can make it sound better. Alright, I think we're screen recording, that's good. So this is what I've just been recording for the organ with the stock sounds, but now we're going to move on to here. So what makes the Hammond organ sound like a Hammond organ is the Leslie cabinet, or a rotor cabinet, or a rotary speaker. So you're gonna, I think you can do pretty much the same in GarageBand, so give it a go if you can. But you want to go on, I've just started a new thing just to show you, but it's set on input 1, which is my mic here. So you're going to want to go on modulation and then pull up the rotor cabinet. And here you go, you get something like this. I don't know if this will change mid-recording, I don't think it will, but let's give it a go. So that's all recording. If you put your interface on and put some headphones on with the organ on low volume but your interface on high, you can hear it quite clearly. So let's... for the sake of recording, I'm going to take the camera audio away, but... And of course, it's got the Leslie switch there, you can speed up. If you have a MIDI controller, you can just hook that up and have it here or something. And yeah, it sounds pretty realistic. Let's look at some rock tones as well. So, on audio 3, I'm going to start a new one. Go on here. So we're going to go and add a rotor cabinet, as we've done already. And then go on here, and then you should have distortion, and then overdrive. I find works best, and you can crank that and it will hurt your ears, but ooh, yeah, let's go. Party time. And then you get some pretty convincing rock sounds. And yeah. There's not much more else I can show you. All I suggest is that you experiment and have some fun and explore the different sounds you can get out of this old and cool instrument. Even simple shit like the switch is there, use it, and yeah, thanks for watching.